Hello folks, welcome to this video, and I'm coming with the breaking news that Toyota Gazoo Racing have announced their lineup for the World Rally Championship in 2020, which will consist of Sébastien Ogier, Elfyn, and Kalle Rovanperä, a complete turnaround compared to this season's lineup of Ott Tänak, Jari-Matti and Chris Meek. And in this video I'm going to be discussing that very briefly, as well as the potential ramifications for the only team left to announce drivers, M Sport. And let's start off by talking about the three drivers that they've signed. Well, we've got the six-time world champion Sébastien Ogier, who was all but confirmed for Toyota when Citroën announced they were leaving the WRC last Wednesday, because they said, well, Ogier's leaving the team. There was rumours that started to come up about a month ago when Ott Tänak announced that he was going to be going to Hyundai. Elfyn started to come up more and more as discussions were going on. This was because of the fact that it was Elfyn who Seb had a preference for as a teammate. Of course, with Toyota having the backing from Toyota, though Marco Martin himself claims that Toyota Gazoo Racing is still a private team, they were able to put the money in to bring Elfyn over. Potentially because M Sport might not have considered him, potentially because Red Bull don't actually bring all that much sponsorship money to the team. But it's going to be a bit odd seeing Elfyn no longer in Ford overalls, especially because his whole career has pretty much been based around Ford, much like most of his dad Gwyndaf's was. Kalle Rovanperä is quite an interesting one though. Be his first full season in WRC. It's something that we've known about for relatively 6 months, that Kalle will be doing a program with Toyota next season, so this is probably the least surprising part of the lineup. It was almost as if we already knew it, probably because we did already know it. But yeah, the WRC2 champion will be going across to, or WRC2 Pro champion should I say, will be going across to Toyota and making his full-time WRC debut. And you have to wish Toyota all the best, because that is an amazing lineup to have. At the same time, they've been giving massive thanks to, their drivers that they've had the past few seasons, in particular Jari-Matti, who was part of the team coming back to the WRC and was arguably a massive influence in them taking the decision to come into the WRC at all, because of the precedent of Toyota had with Jari-Matti back in 2014 at Rally Finland. And I hope that Chris and Jari-Matti find drives somewhere in the service park or find some kind of role in testing. I hope this isn't the end of their careers. Which then brings us on to the one team that hasn't announced any drivers yet, M Sport. Now, M Sport have quite a roster ahead of next season to pick from. Not only do they have the recently made kind of refugees from their teams, Jari-Matti, Chris, and Esa-Pekka Lappi, but they also have Andreas Mikkelsen potentially Craig Breen, though those are rumoured to be taking part in a Hyundai satellite team, which was most likely going to compete in WRC2, as is Ole Christian Veiby. But they also now have contention for people such as Mads Ostberg. They have also got, Teemu Sinonen, Pontus Tiedemund, Hayden Paddon, potentially Gus Greensmith. It's going to be mega, this kind of lineup, whatever M Sport announce. I reckon it's going to be one main driver potentially, so I'd say Teemu, with the rest of them coming and going on a round-by-round sponsorship basis. It'd be a shame if Jari-Matti didn't get the full-time drive, because he's always been deserving of a full-time drive. He's always consistently been one of the best drivers in the WRC, and it's such a shame that 2019 is the first year since 2008 that he hasn't won a World Rally. But that's the way it's been, and without a fourth manufacturer team, or a fourth big team, let's say, like Citroën, because it could be easily a private team like PH Sport. This is the situation WRC finds itself in. How we're going to find that solution, I don't know. We'll probably talk about that in another video. but honestly, all the best to those vying for that M Sports seat now. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you want to start a discussion about this, do that in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, even if you don't agree with me, make sure to hit the like button, because it really helps me out, because it means that more and more people start to see the video. And if you do subscribe, make sure to click the bell icon, because it means you get notified of any kind of future streams or future uploads that I do. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.